Premo atuye mamunyina hamama kwa ba de ba UTV subra so sense modra yesaka no yaboaboa no ayede eba ebesomo yede asida ma this way chocolate drink ayega no koko ne yede aye ede aya no anomi best point savings and loans and best assurance eka ho bi bidin ede akua ajewa kodia special items so boy chidom and seven de dimo akotini ebi eni wana mampanyi akufu ado abo wondi so mmameye asoafo foforo no Ghana mrashe bedwan penifo aye tutuye ye de omo converting committee anim na yatoto omo ano NDC amayoko no chochoni e de ato Ghana fo anim se maye nsuro aba ye beto no betim krampo anyino mbehwa am ya kan obi aba na de enema pane asumdwe abre Ghana adehie yenim se enche akabusumi beye edu na Ghana ye kosinanim akwakoto aba eno ne mpenifo e de atodwa chemsa asumdwe ho hia eno tie ntu ho anamo enne na muama enema enkoso ye ye de ani bechem ewo German a eno no ewo bunu ne mpotam bunu east omo kwan atete apansam adehye no akasa de ato aban so ameye ma omo nanye sade a atama ehye ensabno ebika wodo hwe ko na agudie wo mbi nekua ajiwa kodem de ba besomo a afi ensabno nchiremu eni enipa beye enkono ene omabedi akire beye edu miensa 13 ene omampanyi akufu ado abomu edi semra hyebedwane gye omutum a omomra meye asoafo ne abedi akire ensom achiamenyene akasa di atodwa chem say appointment committee e wo mra hyebedwam enkotena se entototo omo ano so mo sefata so medi se di brena
request dated 14th February 2024. And it reads, Mr. Speaker, request for prior approval of ministers and deputy ministers of state designate. I trust this finds you well and in good spirits. Following the reorganization of the government, I am writing to seek parliamentary approval for the following appointments into the executive in accordance with Articles 78, 79, and 256 of the Constitution. Honorable members, the nominations are accordingly referred to the Appointments Committee for consideration and report. Leadership of the House, you are hereby called upon to submit the recomposed committees immediately for the consideration of the Committee on Selection. We need to approve the new composition of the newly approved committees by the House so that they can take immediate action on this reorganization of the government.
Na yejina eye mrashibedwem won mwada edom kuma no ba no dani abedi akire awosanso elembele mrashibedwe no manyafo Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa ede atodwa se sakraya abai aye ewo nasoafo no mu no eye na sobre na ebaye no akachi.
Mr. Speaker, this is very important because, as you know, the people of Ghana have called on this president in the last 7 years when it became obvious that some of his ministers were really not performing. To the extent that even the majority members of parliament insisted and held a press conference for the president to make these changes before the boat capsizes. It is obvious that the president refused until the boat capsized. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that this has come a little too late, and to say that for 10 months left, these new ministers might not even have the opportunity to settle down and make any impact. So, Hospital, all I have to say is that these changes is simply dead on arrival. I thank you.
So I would rather advise my colleague that your flag bearer was elected many months ahead of Dr. Baumia. Now, your flag bearer, what you should be doing is to help your flag bearer to put out appealing messages to get the vote of Ghanaians. That is what you should be doing. That is what you should be doing. As for reshuffle, as for reshuffling of cabinet members, it's in the bosom of the president. So rather concentrate on the messaging of your flag bearer and mind your own business. Mind your own business.
Afi munu nyame ya aduma Ghana bekwa akoto aba eyi omampanyin ni mrahye bedwafo no NDC amayeko no penifo afrese dwofo hyiemu ade atodwa se Ghana ni babiara obeto aba na aba no ombehwe se ye bekan na boa mo bibiara de anyera.
With just 297 days to go until the presidential and parliamentary elections, let every conversation, every debate, and every moment be an opportunity to advocate for a vision of Ghana that is rooted in progress, inclusivity, and justice. Let us work tirelessly, not just to secure a victory for John Mahama, but to secure a victory for every Ghanaian who dreams of a better tomorrow. Fellow Ghanaians, your vote is your voice. It is the most powerful weapon you wield in the fight for your future. On December 7, 2024, I urge you to vote for John Dramani Mahama. But beyond casting your votes, I urge you to become an ambassador of change, to spread the word, to ignite the heart of your neighbors, friends, and family with the promise of what Ghana can become under the leadership of a man who has not just got a vision, but also the experience, the integrity, the credibility, and above all, the heart to lead us forward. Together, let us make history. Together, let's choose a future that reflects our highest ideals and aspirations. Together, let's vote for John Dramani Mahama, and in doing so, let's take the first step towards building a Ghana that shines as a beacon of hope, prosperity, and unity for all of Africa and the world. Finally, when you cast your vote for John Mahama and our parliamentary candidate on December 7th, dear fellow Ghanaians, rest assured that every single vote will be accounted for. We are committed to ensuring that your votes are not only counted, but also fiercely protected. Your choice and your voice matter. And together, we will safeguard the integrity of our democratic progress. The time for action is now. The future is in your hands. Let us rise up and make it a reality. God bless you all, and God bless our homeland.
Animdifo wo sikasemu ekiremu se Ghana ehia yempa enema enkoyi eno enti NDC amayeko ni penifo de atodwa sese yeto aba edemo mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama Ghana mpuntuo behyasie Ghana foforo behyasie fifi na afenso munema bekoso ye amayade ye ho afi ohia ne kwankomu.
On the other hand, we have the path championed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a path that promises to rekindle the flame of hope, to rebuild the foundations of our great nation, and to propel us into a future where every Ghanaian, regardless of their background, can dream of a better tomorrow that will see that dream of a great Ghana become a reality. John Mahama's vision for Ghana is not just a series of policies and promises. It is a call to action, a call to believe in the possibility of change, to remember the strength that lies in our unity, and to recognize the power of our voices and our votes to be able to shape the destiny of our country. Therefore, I stand before you, not just as a general secretary of the great NDC, but as a fellow citizen of the great Republic of Ghana. And I'm issuing a clarion call to every Ghanaian. Let us rally behind a leader who has demonstrated time and again his commitment to our welfare, his dedication to our progress, and his unwavering resolve to lift Ghana to new heights of glory. Let this election be more than just a political contest. Let it be a referendum on the kind of Ghana we want to build for ourselves and for generations yet unborn. Let us choose hope over despair, action over inaction, progress over stagnation. Let us choose John Dramani Mahama, a leader who embodies the best of our values, our aspirations, and our dreams.
Senior government workers and ACC dan ade amomo ewusu ewo enkraha entienam samo swafo hwenwuma ene adansie so munya for Francis Asenso Boache akohwe sadi adansie ne hyehye no akoduru ene eso mutumi yefa ho.
Adan baako dunsia 16 housing unit we no amusi no omu kiremu adankora bi ahyemu enan 4-bedroom unit. Na womo esi no wosu e de ama senior government workers bi te say ministers, lawyers, senior civil servants ene enkaifo a eka ho na omo de aboma brabo ensem so de nani kwotwa wisi anehene santem kokohwe adwuma no o kiremu adwuma no de womo aibo adwuma pa womo aye adwuma omo nchemu be se de wotwe 80% de sabre de womo aye awie a womo ehwe animu se march bosome ne nkwa awie ye wa afiwe mu no na se dan womo asi awie na no na o kiremu se adankora no ade a say 1-story structure ni nyina no 64 2-bedroom unit nso no eno so esan eka ho no nyafo Asenso Boache ne nkasa yemu no wo kiremu say o my Ghana ha no no edan ho nsem senkaye no edin ye pa wo kiremu a 2 million housing deficit and at say eda wo no mu a ni nyina no wo kiremu say we no enya de a wo gidi say beso ano ayi afri wo no kura so manfo benya dan adamu a ho nsem kaye ne ensa ngonga ka biemu kura ne so ebete so kakra ama abadwuma mponifo no wo mu enya baabi ede omu tiri ato na ho nsem sei e na ode atuwa
state house na dwuma amoye mani aso na we madru no enche bia ba be next month de betimi abana ya be commission na omo ese de mo so no omo sa aka no so akotenam no motimi aye adwuma so ama oman. There are several of such projects at Aircoso. Yebi Roman Rage, yebi Letabi Okoshi, yebi cantonments, baby bebre na we say Aircoso. And I started yache abaya album nyina aba atwam nyina ayebi na metumi aka say time dey say ya intensify the more so the be ya ibenya baby so ama amon so atan metumi ya adwuma ama o man. Of course bibie be ya ba ma yesi dan fufuru bia na boama increase the housing stock no, but this one no, particularly for public servants. Yes, a rental arrangement for public servants. But abandon a public servants team bia no rent utia no endorse and I need when we also no ben kroma mo betina no mo nyina ya adwuma wo bia ministries bia court ne ade enti manitimi ekọ adwuma ntem otimi chi adwuma so ya adwuma se be ya we need traffic ko ba se bia ote be se kaso ana se we job bia o be branch and wodrofi enti ne boa government workers pa na we ameka se so no nye sempelifo nko na ye bi mo almost so junior ranks so no almost so no ye bi mo de ya na ya apartment and also no ekoso.
Managing Director at the State Housing Company, Uru Akwabena Apia, one also Ekasa ye edifa dwumadie we hu anase projects we hu. Nsen kan ye eni.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms, so living room, a dibianso in the bathroom. So every room be a suite. Your visitors' bathrooms since eka your small space, official bit required at your office. So it's designing with in mind say be a minister, be an chief director, be an judge, be a bit now how or tiho bit me a man who ton bit me a juma is a your digital era. Say one quadruma crow bit me a juma with you. And we took into consideration. We also have even additional room. I design it purposely for a be or if you or boa or more be a nanny be an abisa. And was taken into consideration whilst we are designing. And we also thought to say about having a green environment. You choose social. There are a lot of green areas in Nuabebre. Instead of concrete walls, you see a lot of hedges. 7 ma ha say so na e more green.
Na enra eya da foda mechire Valentine Day na Ghana de say chocolate day eno entino Ghana Tourism Authority penifo eye adwenka saho dwumedie de efa chocolate emwa ne ahode ewom na dwadie na afa sika fa so a de bre omai Ghana.
And so this morning we are here not just to talk about the chocolate week, but to talk about the entire value chain, the people who really are in the thick of affairs. And here we are talking about the farmers, we're talking about the cocoa buying companies, we are talking about people within the value chain who cut the cocoas from the villages to Tema and other places. We are talking about everybody who helps move cocoa from the tree to the bar or from a tree to powder. As we climax the chocolate week with this chocolatorium, we are also appealing to our industry players that let's continue to provide cocoa and chocolate-based products to our visitors, people who are coming to our hotels, people who are coming to our restaurants, our chop bars. Let's add more cocoa-based items to the menu so that eventually we will all benefit from it. The figures tells us that once we see that growth, the line starts curving the right way.
Who's the first no? Who share see National Chocolate Day you cry? Who should go first no? Nanka established companies, big ones no. Enkwa products na But America create chemu which means say afi the small scale processes. Omu nyina abeka ho. Eni nyina ye cocoa board na mo wato obese make sure say it sounds obese chocolate no and cocoa products no obi etimi edibi ntino. Oma encourage ama small processes nyina abem. Nti sise no enye big processes no kwa nkofo ebri from all kinds of backgrounds. Ese nti one kasa hu process wa ha nyina say small ones nyina abeka ho.
Yedi the National Chocolate Week and our Cocoa Week no na say ye ntimamufo no ye tiase mfaso a cocoa no edebebre because ye koton ewa amanone na amanonefo no anya so mfaso na echire no mudi bia bre ye hwe ewiase nyina chocolate and our cocoa per capita consumption the standard na ye 7%, 7 kilogram. Ghana afeni enya 1 kilogram for the past few years and ye grow from 500,000 or 500 grams to 1 kilogram. Na chese se ye koso abosa de ruya ebeboa ama obi ehu cocoa so mfaso na cocoa so mfaso no enye chocolate nko a ofrani e cocoa nkuto ye nkuto bi ase de sra ye de twiwa obi a usisi o ya ne ho na ma relief yesanso wo cocoa butter yesanso wo cocoa semna na chese say ye ti ase se cocoa no ye national asset na afenso ye tourism potential asset a ebetumi ama ya ton Ghana obi a be use cocoa.
Jeko apoye mantemu ene koforidua court eko asetena na ababawa onye mfinhia aduonu enwotwe ye de ne kwakogina daka mu a Michael Krofi ene beto aso e de amaya Krofi akwaba
Yenia ekia
wodi asa no menyi mfiri wano wankasa bom nchiremu maye
Asamanka Circuit Court eko asetena wa bra his ana Abbas Abubakar Adam etne dwom eho na wa hye se abawe bia wanya mfinhia aduonu wotwe 28 years for that about community poly do 10 years. Now only Jumaden and Fankahu. Now our bra court no quasetran. Now quite Duba yet team Ediberto a year court to jam training his Anna Abbas Abubakar and Nimuno or the church saying a year or by your friend Dana Yagoing I think we're chief police form and Omunyan and TA war a year 2022. Finimun Bosumia Tosunsian, there also do and 9 24th. Since 2022, I am to say, about a ton, maybe I'm to say, and my bonnie, and I say, do bonnie, and not to post before one day, a patching way to be a by way at thing. Most for question, let them know who say, what it maybe I as a powder and you could take. Nemo motion the dean who say, a do bonnie, ɛno no wɔakyekyere ne boa saa aduonu baako 21 ɛno akyi no ɔmo sɛ hu adeɛ foforɔ a ɛno so yɛakyekyere ne saa ɔha ne akyire aduanan 140 ɔmo hwɛ yɛ haban a awo ɛne yɛayam na ayɛ powder ɛne egum wɔsifo so saa nneɛma nyinaa ɛde ka ho no a ɔmo bisa ne sɛ abayewa saa nneɛma efi pa ɔgye to mu sɛ ɛyɛ ɔno ɛna saa nneɛma no ɛyɛ ne dea ankyɛre ho na polisifoɔ ɛkyɛ na wɔn de ne ba Atimbuanchi police station a wɔabra no wɔagye peneɛ sɛ ɔno na saa nneɛma no ɛyɛ ne dea polisifoɔ bɔ akyire ɛkɔ forensic ɛma nkɔyɛ nhwehwɛmu ɛmɛbɛdɛ adi pefee sɛ saa nneɛma yi abayewa no a na ɛwɔ abayewa no nsɛm no ɛyɛ ndubɔne ɛmɛtɛse sɛ ɛyɛ cocaine ebi nso ɛyɛ hamabɔne a yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ wi bi a emuduro no ɛnya asɛm ketewa ɛno na anam soma polisifoɔ abɔ akyire a wɔde n'aba kɔ saa baabaa ma ɛnɛ kɔɔto dwɛnkyɛnni ɛsi so dua sɛ saa nneɛma yi nti no ɔnkɔda ɛyɛ aban kukum mfie edu ɛsan sɛ etia Ghana amambra ɛno akyi no so no yɛde sika botren ɛyɛ 120,000 ato ne tiri so sɛ wɔanya a mfie mmiɛnsa bɛsan apei mfie du no so na kyerɛ sɛ mfie du mmiɛnsa ne nyinaa bɛkɔ brekum a obroni fɛ no co-currently ɛtumi ne ɔka sɛ abayewa Atimbuanchi polisifoɔ kyee ne sɛ cocaine ho dwa ɛna ɔdi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Atimbuanchi ne mpɔtam no asaman kɛse court akɔ asetram wɔahyɛ sɛ ɔnkɔdam mfie du na afei so sika da ne tiri so aso wɔanya nso a mfie mmiɛnsa bɛsan aka ho ama ne bɔ no asi
Profi sika no ne boɔ no ɛyɛ sɛn sika botene sɛ ne yɛtwa ato ne tiri so ɛna afei nso cocaine no anyanyambia no wɔtɔn de matimamufoɔ no anaasɛ wɔde kɔ baabi kɔtɔn ana wɔde tu kwan
sika botene a ɛda ne tiri so no ɛyɛ 10,000 penalty units a wɔde kɔ sika mu a ɛyɛ 120,000 cedis ɛno ɛna court no afine no sɛ wɔanya a yɛde mfie mmiɛnsa ɛbɛka ɛyɛ mfie du a yama ne ɛho ɛno akyi no so no saa cocaine ne nneɛma no a wɔtɔn a yɛsu sɛ ɛyɛ wi ɛnɛ forensic koraa kyerɛ sɛ ampa ɛyɛ wi ɛna afei so cocaine no atemamufoɔ mmabu a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛnde gyae nea ɛyɛ ya koraa ne sɛ mfie du nnum mfie du nsia mfie du mmienu ɛnde ɛmfa ho age ɔbɛtɔn ama sɛ wɔatumi anya sika aba ne hɔ sɛ ɔba bɛtɔ no na kyerɛ sɛ nti ɔsɛe mmɔfra no wɔ hɔ ɛno na policefoɔ duadua mu a munya nteɛ sɛ saa maame a ɔnyɛ afihyia aduonu wɔtwe ɛyɛ dan na yago yi ɔno ɛna ɛtɔn saa ndubɔne a ɔmasɔ ne pɛɛkyi nti nneɛma no deɛ ɔtɔn ma atolomufoɔ no ɔmo Atimbuanchi ɛne akyem kɛde ne mpɔtam hɔ nom a ɛhɔ no di saa agya no
ɛna nyanyambia no ne tibea mu te sɛn ɔno ankasa no wɔnom bi anaasɛ wɔde ma nkurɔfoɔ pɛ ne wohwɛ na wayɛ ne store a wɔtɔn anaasɛ ɛwɔ fie na obi bɛgye kɔ
ɛwɔ fie na ɔno a ɛtɔn na ayɛ sɛ nea wotɔn apɛtɛhyi odu kurom a obi ankyerɛ ba so mo minum nom no deɛ ɛyɛ deɛ obi baabi apɛtɛhyi ra ɛwɔ enti we deɛ nkɔfoɔ mo nom no enim sɛ ɔtɔn na efie nso ɛna ɔtɔn ɛna nkɔfoɔ ɛbɛtɔ bi ɛkɔma nkɔfoɔ ɛkɔhye enti ɛyɛ ade a ɛnyɛ so ayɛ ne store na mmom ɔno ana ɛtɔn ɛwɔ baabi a ɔte wɔ ne fie
okay yada se ene wa mane bo ene wie yense nhwe ni Michael Krofini yete ni kefe po ye mantemu no ababawa eye dan na wo no anya mfinhye aduonu nwotwe a cocaine ena bunsanta wa wi bi a woton de matemamufo no yede ne call court yede na to efiase mfinhye edu 10 years afenso ntu esika nka ho ye kwa Ghana Health Service so mo ene Ghana Ace Commission for edi mfinhye aduonu 20 years ebradi ace eduro eba ye se ye nom no mo echem se eduro ni ba na bo papa ama emmoa na woni pa bi makwa mu na kutia no ano abrase eti dodo no a eda so etiase a wo mo ewo yade ni bi so omo wa hoden
Fincher polipoli aduonu 20 years nie ena antiretroviral therapy ena antiretroviral drugs ebepie mu o magane mu ene nkane bi HIV arekode wonya bia na ne atasefo edinkra na so frisa dre bepie mu magane mu ene obitimi wo yare bi so wanka kire umpo a enya dia behuno we na mpenifo gina so ahye wo fa ese gina so abogana fo nyina akokọ se yare kode wo HIV no wo hono papa ene to Ghana fo nyina no yembo ye ho ban na yende ye ho so dwumade ase no na panyine kwankyerefo a woda pomudin atena na no Dr. Patrikuma Boaje kasede tudwa sa trena ni swadi hunu ene se Ghana fo be ohamu chichemu aduokunum 95% de obetima hwehwe obi amogya mu obi hunu se aso ya record wo HIV owo bi anase woni bi
95% of all people know their status who are HIV onim se me wo bi so obi wo onim ne percent 95% nso no ewo antiretroviral therapy so and na san say 95% no so no ye hunu say virus na ewo no mu no aba from friend virus suppression inim say nya sa 3 variables na ebeboa ama yare no etimi abrenase nipa ewu from HIV no eswati since nipa nso a omunya bi every year no so kwebi na ka say eswati enemu inim say ebinom emfa prevention no serious intama binom so ho a especially the youth no ehum say e koso kakakra nso yenim say with the prevention say mini bi no wini bia e kwa be fa so akomo bi na esobeti nti e be say antiretroviral so bi o so no apart from so timi nyinsan wo normal baby most of the time and so no so yin che no ono so no kra no transmission say be free no ho akobi no eswat because the virus na wo no no eswat kra
first part nanka bia what test ya be hwe omoje mu ahwe no ma bia sanam na no is test and treat it is treat ya enche bia no once you the viral no ekofom there are even instances I can say you because to you there are instances that you may not even find the virus in your blood at all, so you cannot even transmit it. What we are saying is for now young people in particular no, you abstain. If you cannot abstain then you have to use a condom. If you cannot use a condom, then let's do self-testing. Buy a facility there, free. But I could be a chemical shop and a fine shop there. The boy said I need beer. But what we say is self-testing. No, we say I'm saying I finished the decided bomb the book. Of course, I say yes, and yes, self-testing.
Innovations has made it such that ARTs does a lot. It's also even preventive, as we know, preventing infections through the utilization of the medication as PrEP, preventing HIV using the medication through the use of it as PEP, that is post-exposure prophylaxis, and preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV. We all acknowledge the challenges that exist, and one of the key things we want to do moving forward is looking at how best we can produce the ARVs in country because of the numerous challenges we face in logistics management of ARVs and its shortages in the country. Another key area we are all aware is about early infant diagnosis. How do we get our infants diagnosed and placed and remain on treatment? This has been a lot of challenges, but I believe and hope that with the resilience of everybody, the program, NACP, UNAIDS, civil society organizations, others coming on board, the mother-to-mother program, we were able to surmount our challenges.
Hooray!
Central Fonkambuko Banu Denny Ayura Albert Kwabna Jonfo wadi atu edwase apopo atete ene ehunihuna eboro ahodre de Ghana Central no eno krompo emu ya bam se ebe adwuma asomoman no apre empuntio ne kankro ne asodwe.
Ora Albert Kwabna Jonfo ese na hye no aye krado se womo ebebon Central for ahudie ho ban ewo Ghana hafa na baabia ensemi wodi tudwa abra womuhia Central for aduanan ye womo wa santemantam ha bono epoye ne afomantamu na womo ye entetiye edemo womo ekyekere womo kwan befa so be report abra ye to aba enkofa oye nebia emma na sadwumadie womo hwe ni mu se afimpimienu ne aduonunan abato no en Central for ba yo madwuma kwan paso wabra enkofa woye ne bia emma na Ghana Journalist Association womo ene US Embassy ye wa enkran ne di kasuboma womo ye sancheche dwumadie na womo etre womo kwan ambefa so a en Central for ba yo madwuma wabra womo nkoka nsama enye no kre no womo nkoka atrosam na afa de asumdwe ni mpuntu obebra kro no.
The GJ believes that freedom of expression does not only mean allowing people to speak, but also ensuring responsibility, knowing there is the need to protect the very space used for free speech. Findings of a GJ NMC media monitoring during the December 7, 2020 elections aimed at contributing to peaceful and credible polls revealed that incitement on media platforms topped the tide from violence perpetrated during the elections. The GJ, however, has a mandate to promote democracy, freedom of expression, human rights, and other responsibilities as enshrined in Ghana's 1992 Constitution, including national development and general good of the citizen. It is for this reason we have served notice that we will not sleep until impunity against journalists ends in this country.
Eno no press attaché yo US Embassy Ghana Ora Kevin Brosnahan enso echeche kabi mamin kabia mamuo no emfasode e woso ene se ye babeto aba.
Democracy can be fragile. We think it's strong, but when we see it's fragile, we know we have to take steps to protect it. And we all have that within our reach to protect the democratic institutions that protect our rights. And we all have what it takes to help and strengthen and protect them. And journalism plays a key role in protecting Ghana's democratic institutions.
And what you need to train your da NMC anu ora ya boadu ayebo for say.
We need to understand what press freedom is that we can do what we want to do, but we must take responsibility for whatever that we do. If the press has done anything unlawful, they can be dealt with by the courts. If they should offend by interfering in the course of justice, they can be punished in proceedings for contempt of court. If they should damage the reputation of innocent people by telling untruths or making unfair comments, they can be made liable in damages. We are no better than any other citizen, and nobody's right is more important than any other person's right, and we must be aware of the obligations imposed on us.
Jeko court today mo na court ko asetena na ye Accra High Court na mo ekoye no yenim se emfie bia atwam mfie mpimbienu ni aduonu baako 2021 mu ne beto dwa wakaso ase akoda bema wonye mfinhie du 10 years sanidin eye Ishmael Mensa Abdallah enkura mienu akwakoku ni so mo de kwakoye nyankomade apisika na bra court no eko asetena no na senior state attorney eye Nana Aduma wosei ede to court anim ese eye ni cross examination anototo a woye nipa otoso mienu ya bone kwadu no wode abawieye na akoda otoso mienu ya bone kwadu no da so gina ne na so kirem so no de asamo no wonim hu bari wonim wo hwe wonim kwan ye fa so a yekum akoda no ema asesi an ho ababeka adwamwe na wombusa no ano kirem se wono de se bibru se bie konto abrante na yesi wakum obi no wababeda na nchen entiade achi ye na sa asem no si ye ne ye chi no no oboni din ede eka ho entilo ye ni a wodwuna mu ede ama enkoda ne mienu no eye lawyer Lawrence Buampon wadi tudwa chem se ono no so de akoda na otoso mienu ne se asem no oni mu hwe na de na dance ni ewo ho no eye ne na bema wakọ ne krechi entuon de omfro biem se womra emeka ensem ni bi ewo mu enam soma pm panyina odi asem no maami Lydia osemafo aye ne si etu asem de ahye match da etoso edu enan sabre no wode ato wona omubokọ edu ene wona omtwitwa age omunyina ne se obia emfa ne nsem nyada emra wieye no omo entoa so eni asem no ntie nei no akroto so mienu ne si asem no woni hu hwe eno ntine na na oye ne dance ni nso awu enti court ene be kire ensem no. Jeko Rent Control Department empenifo edi ababetudwa se ebere konanim amanema asesentese no omuso digital na ye kan ho asawru koso bi na nkrata ene manwa nema no omode atobe bia momudwuma no akoyie
no akire mu akade ne niama na wosanko wo mu ensaka no de bo omudwumadi ensem so sika ka ho bie no eyade ana wo mutosini ye wo mu pa ne nyina bi ka ho na ya na ama wo mu edwumadi ensem no nso no wo mu etosini ewo mu na nzisi ampanifo akire mu a wo mu ade omudwumadi ensem fa rent ho nsensem no eba be kɔ no abefo mu gidi se ebeboa wo mu ye pa mo mabu adwuma sa konkoma ne agyan ano bansem we nyina no todwa ebra wo bo anai kokopie mu e wo head officer eno no wo enkran eho enasoafo ede ba betudwa se wo ne apamfo ahodo no adi nkomo entinkasasie no ene se wo mo enhwe na sika bia no wo de ebebo sa digitalization process ne ho bra ne nyina no wo mo emfa mamedan no se ne ebe ya wo benam so na se de aban no pese oboa na rent ho nsensem so no kɔ na abefo na Ghana de hye nso wo so mo so mpa no ne nyina no atimi awie mu di sei na nsem todwa
Rent Act na kasa no ache ye be 60 years ni enhu se MP ko ha dan ye se to rent advance ni ho sensem ama aban take steps ama the existing act no ye dey call parliament ye review wo GD say nche bia parliament be di ho dwuma awie na yenya new revised rent act ebe boni be ka say responding to the needs, the changing needs and dynamics of the rental housing market. The rent control and obeba ha no na nipa bebre the queue so any ade but say digitize the operations of rent control. Say nipa bebre o mo tren nyina obi wo kra na ene so okọ adwuma obi wo ro ton ade na obetena ha enso so no we ayi ebe ma wo fia ene online ene okra na unim computer oba bia na wonu bi enim ye obeya ama se de beya obi anso ho obeton no ene Ghana ene wi asese de se aba no computer abefo computer no ene ye de ye ma bebre emre na so se rent control so the computer sem ebehim se de beya o madwuma no ebe wie peyo no matimi aboa nipa no bebre se de ekoso passport office ne port ne de keka ho nyina.
Amit Meluban a project manager at the Masupatech. Say and one also ekasa at the far digitization process no one more episode or more efforts winning no more day a bo a juma a sumo my gun or some pano.
We had a lot of back and forth about how the system should look like to keep it simple, very user friendly. We had a lot of feedback back and forth from a lot of people within the company, people not related to the project but within the company, to show them, to make sure it's really hit the point that it will be simple for people to use. We know there are people that are more tech savvy, less tech savvy, and we wanted to make it as an holistic solution that can approach everyone.
And when she any client if we be so one more a department one so everything in common. One so ensem eni.
Bebre wa wa yen ko school da. Enti ade we call online na e be affect bebre. Enye omu nyina so na ba ha omuti brofo. Bebre wa wa omuti brofo enti omu be bisa omu advice. De ombeye no mo so ma kire omu de ombeye enti ade we call online e be affect nkrofo bebre.
Isi we ase nyina e call online. Enti obi a wo ha. O se de we ase ne ko no so or making sure say you are in line with what is going on. And since any tia say can be online ke me online na just say time I wasn't ke deba no e betimi so dia I had before. I believe say call online ebe papa.
I agree. In some aspects it's good because maybe if I'm looking for room to rent I can just go online. In the comfort of my home, I can do that. Yes, but in other ways, like it's good for one side, it's not good for the other. Because it's not all issues can go on, you can discuss online. There are issues that are critical that you have to come direct and then discuss.
But some kesiye eye po anase kwa yebrentwa eda achirenhye no esutifi anafo mensinim afomantem na sesi amika sei eja ato kwa yenim amana hyedwerebe odum jadwumako ni nipa bi akasa
nipa bonefuo bi a wo mu ye adwuma wo forest mu ebinum ena mana basa de ya ne se nananom akuafo do forest mu eduanua de ma ban no mafa mu aduane adi wodi jase kotumu a aduane ni nyina hye bode mankani nnua no madua no nyina condemn eno da nchen a aban no so afa nipa mpempem akuma aduanua se be ya forest basa be ye green forest eno so wo mu ejeje tuma no machine nyina aban nua na wa badua no wo masai no sika mpempem akuma nyina ayeka nananom akuafo so nua no madua ye bedia nya ahoɔden atena wiase so a ya sai no nipa akra bi di sai adwuma no wo forest mu wo ma aban no mmokasa wo sa ma nananom akuafo mmerwa ne kokofo wo bodɔ no na wa ye afuo dindindindi no akɔhyere da akrope enye saafo nyame tua wo moka wo mo di adwuma nyame tua wo moka enye yanhwe ade we o se ye se nyese Ghana Fire Service for na beduru hantem no mu baye ya de dundum sa ade we ya na ekotegu akora bi nim no ofa ha dinawo ya desese mu wa wonim ba ko pekoto ahoma so akue nipa nson ma director general free Accra ba me desese mu ne ekoso di sa asamfo se ya enye
Tamfiano kuro a eno no won granza mpotembo no mu achese ohwe ankranza ene jama kwantempo no so kentampo empotembo ne wo na omo ekwan no sane asia tetia pansam na ite se kontibe na areho akobadie edintie ne omo si aban entwene ni mehwe wo
adehye ne oba apani e watamfiano na afin so adehye ombo mpempen ede fa nkranza ede kwa jama kentampo no omo kokuduru mu watamfiano ekwan no anase kuro no emu ekire mu asa oba bepie mu e wobuna poye mantemu a womo kwan e kwan atanta pa ye kwan fun kyese womo atwempendifo adwen siso a womo nye womo adwen se womo be kwan no de ama womo timima contractor e babu nsu kwanta ede kwa jama nkwanta so ngonkotwa kwan no natamfiano de womo ayi womo ni se fichiri ede ama womo ubisa contractor na na otoato ansem bisa mpendifo no motoato ansem sa ade kire womo ororada ansem kwa eno no anam so me kwan ni se ade agye agu ahyenkafo kran be so mbefa so
omo abomoden omo aya kosi jema nkwanta omo dura omo se bridge omo se sei ntu hwe mu ade aka eni nkwansi ba kokora na kai si so a enya asem ketwa ensuo bi yensuo no ayenom no so da ho ensuo kai koksa na akoto nsuo mu se twew na so nkula omugu nsuo mu no nyame adom na nyame agye wo mo na ne na asakora no ka ba ba hwiase efise kwan no nye asia efirma esi asia mu nsuo mu nsa ni fa o ya bo nse sa na de nye wo fa nyina adudu ka asen kwan ni evidence a ebebu nsuo ma ama kwan sa na de wo nyina eren adudu yes raban se omo modna se bridge kakra we o ba be ye no wa ye kwan number 1 number 2 ha de akra ni aka he aban be re obe di amaye sabe uda na de kra afiri be wa ye ko nobati ka ye na ya sori evident ye na ya sori ni na ye how admire bridge na da ho no mo se o ma be ye bridge no foforo ya hwa bridge no o ma ho contract ale chepes na o de ba kwan so o de be ye no u duru je man kwanta ye se ya nkwasa Johnson ho a chepes ni na agu ho ye ni me ntira kwaro no o mo na be ni mehwe maye die se abanze o mo wa ye na kwano o ba ye ni maye isi so hu se na bi ni kai so a ibiri ye ni kwana ye faso doji no amana na mi je na du ana me bere no fa pa ni so du a obuo mi die kwan ye na mi so si ye ibi bere nko na ye bere wo so from her ebi si su ye ja bi kwan no ye ni je ho emo ye ka si ye kura ye bi ye kura ye mpa kwan wi nti ye bere pa o se de kware city ha emo ye kura ye de ne ma kwa ye bere sa ye be dukura ne ye ne ma fa yi ye tu agua o tu ne mo se de me bu kwan nchen so bi because of kwan ye nti se I driver for no ba ne nam kwan nchen abranka mpo ba bi ho no se nipa na e fa no ana se kwan ye nti no o se ye fa enchen se be o no bi na bi akọ nke bripia committee kra ni driver for kunto ko bebe bi se o kona se nipa ba na de ka ne bobo fi se wa mfu bi a ho ne nchen so a o so ntimi nko mo nu pedifo wasum se de amani ayi hu ni because we se de akuri esitie na we se de esiye ku adwuma awo ku mo na se patabo na kwan atisiria na asefin
ba kasebo no ensi ye bongo di faradi agudi eba beto aso